All right. Good morning, everybody. Hope everyone is again trying to still stay sane, and hopefully you're adding a little bit of extra amateur radio to your summer here. I've been trying to do all I can in the middle of all the craziness. Anyway, let's get going here. We sounds like we've got a nice presentation today, so I'd like to get to that. All right, our financials, thanks to Mr. Bill. Operating account 8971, savings 10,137, PayPal is 1187, self-insurance is 8,548, convention fund is sitting at 4295 for a total of $33,138. Our net monthly is 1953, and the net year to date is 5,056. If anyone has any questions, let us know and I'll give it to Mr. Bill.
Let me get Mr. Bill on the mic here. Okay, Mr. Bill, go ahead and unmute yourself, and away you go.
Oh, okay. Well, it looks like a lot of money, but we've got a couple of three fairly large expenses coming up pretty soon. A rectifier for Ophir, as I think is in the works, and that's going to be MSRP is almost $2,000, but I think we're going to get a lot less than that. And then we need a couple of very high-end battery chargers, 80 amp, capable of monitoring battery temperatures so they don't go overcharged and get burned out and shorten their lives. So we're doing okay right now. We certainly don't want to be like Hertz. They go 3 months with no income and they go bankrupt because they don't have cash flow. So we're in good shape and we hope to stay there. Questions? No hands are raised. Back to you, sir.
Thank you, Bill. One of the things he's talking about we'll cover here in just a minute is we're looking at changing the Ophir site from running on AC power to running on DC power, and then having the primary power go through us and backup power go from Dave Metz's generator in the site next door. Been chatting with Dave about that, and he is donating a very large dollar amount worth of telecommunications batteries for Ophir, and we're going to wind up putting the charger in there, the rectifier that Bill mentioned, and then we're going to go ahead and convert absolutely everything in Ophir to DC. That way nothing touches the AC lines but the battery chargers. So we're looking at that. Jim Shepard and I have been arguing about what's the best charger to buy, and we may go with one that's lower cost that way if there's an issue, we just have another one on hand. So there's a couple of things going with that. Membership. 404. Everyone should give themselves a hand. We've crossed the 400 mark and we're on our way. 273 of us are ARRL members. And in the last 2 months, we've had 22 new members. Thank you and welcome everybody. I hope we can keep our membership growing and keep the club going as well as we can. And these numbers are not magically generated. They come right off the website. I tell Tony when they don't work, right there at the bottom of the screen, the SNARS membership stats. Club business. Well, we're still looking at having all of our meetings on Zoom right now. They still haven't decided that it's safe for everyone to get together. We'll have to play that by ear still. The board looks at it every time. Even the board has gone to sort of a hybrid meeting format. We have the meeting either virtually, and the people that want to get together can. And our last meeting was that way. We had a couple attend over the remote meeting, and we had a few attend in person, and it seemed to work pretty well. We've all gotten kind of used to this virtual meeting thing, and it's nowhere near as bad as it was in the beginning. Events and activities, I already updated everyone on OFER. Pat Sheehan went up and put in a new set of data radios for Davidson so that we can get the Davidson DMR back online, and so we can get the NARI D-Star back on so that neither of them are isolated from the system. That should be completed hopefully this weekend. Just a couple of little things to do to finish up so everyone knows. Dave Metz provides us internet at the OFER site, and then we beam it with a wireless bridge over to the Davidson site, call it a third of a mile away, and that radio decided that it didn't want to work anymore, so we had to get those replaced. In the middle of all of that, it's been absolutely insane for those of us that are considered essential, and on top of that, Pat managed to injure his back, and I guess he's doing better, so he was able to do a bunch of stuff. Other than that, I know Jim did a great job of getting everyone to put in their field day scores and making sure that we all gave credit to the club. I'm excited to see how we come out in the standings. So, anything else for the updates for events and activities that I've forgotten? Maybe Barry or Jim, someone?
Nothing on my end. Well, actually, I will say that you never know with the COVID. In October is the Jamboree on the Air. We'll have to see how we play or don't play with that remotely or individually. Does anybody else, Jim or the ham cram was canceled? Yes. Thank you, Tony. So the ham cram that Bob Miller had, which was, I think it was the 16th of August, got canceled. Testing on the 16th of August got canceled, but if you're interested in taking a test, get hold of Bill Nichols. Paulson is November 7 kilo at arrl.net. He should be able to help you. Anybody else have anything? You can just type it on the chat there. Anything else for you, John?
No, I don't have anything.
Let's see, Jim wanted to activate. Oh yeah, let's get Jim on here for activated the lighthouse. That's good. Thanks. Let's get him on mic, and Jim, as soon as I can get you on mic, you can talk about that. That's really good. Go ahead, Jim Shepard. Go ahead, Emily.
Okay. Next weekend is the Lighthouse on the Air event, and we happen to have a lighthouse up on Lake Tahoe, and it's located over at Rubicon Point. We're trying to get a couple of people to go up there and activate it. It's never been activated before, and so it's going to be a highly wanted one, and be a good opportunity. It's about a mile hike to get there, so it's not able to drive up to and run a generator or anything like that. So if you're interested, to get a hold of me on Telegraph or Telegram or email, and we can discuss it more. Thank you.
Thanks, really good, Jim. That's a fun one. Let's see. Howie says there are actually two. Sugar Pine Point also is listed about a mile from Rubicon. Okay, thanks, Howie. Also, I want to thank Howie, who's been doing the newsletter, but he also helps put out the mini static. And puts out a mini static this week, and it really upped the numbers. Anything else before we close the regular meeting?
Actually, I'm not quite done yet, Barry.
Oh, please continue.
Also, everyone by now should have gotten their email If you didn't, please look at the website. The bylaws update has been posted both in email and on the members website. A big shout out to Doug Edmundo, who has dealt with all of us, giving him updates and changes and suggestions. And I believe he still has a head of hair. It's sort of like herding cats, trying to get everyone's opinion together. I invite you and urge you to take a look at it so that we can soon vote on this. Hopefully we're able to streamline and modernize our club bylaws and get that put in place so that we can bring them up to at least today's standards. Other than that, I'd like to open it for comments from members. If you, Barry, if you would kindly let them know how to say they want to speak. I don't know if anyone wants to or not, but I always give everyone the chance. This is your meeting, your club.
Yes, there's two ways. You can either just type it into the chat, or if you actually want to speak, you raise your hand. Depending on what device you're running, at least on a PC, if you click on participants, then there's a raised hand and we can bring you the mic. Okay, not seeing anything so far. Okay, just to say, Tony put in the chat the members of the bylaws draft URL, so it's there.
Perfect. Thank you, Tony.
It says John equals, what is your question? Not sure, Doug. What do you hold on? Let's get Doug on here. So John Fox, what is an appropriate category for international members? Let's get you, John, on here. That's a good question. John Fox, go ahead and open your mic.
Okay, everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, what is an appropriate category for international members? I consider myself one at this point, although I'm stranded here in the United States for the interim. And I'm thinking associate because, you know, I'm not utilizing any club resources except for coming to the meetings, you know, like this, or if I'm physically present. And I would be supporting the club in other ways. For instance, if we'd had a field day and I'm here, I can assist. I can't take a lead in cooking or anything like that, but I can assist. But you know, I don't have the ability, or I will not have the ability to fully partake of the repeaters or any other resources that may be available.
I agree. I think that would be an associate membership because you really can't, you know, I know that you've always been supportive of our stuff when you're here, but it's not like you can use the repeaters or any of the club resources. So I agree. I think that would be an associate membership.
Do you think that you could put something in there, either just something in the associate membership category that international members should join that category?
Sure. I don't see why. Well, we can add that to the description. I'm typing a note real quick here. So I don't see why not.
Okay, yeah, that was my thought. So that's my only feedback on the bylaws update.
Awesome. Thank you, John.
Even Elliot has a question. He wrote, are special members to be licensed or not?
That's a good one. I don't know. We'd have to kick that one around at a meeting probably.
Tony says we have a level of membership for those non-licensed hams and also associates. Okay. Anything else for anybody? Actually, I do have one other piece of business. Can I use the screen for a sec?
Yeah, here, let me stop sharing
Yeah, sure.
because there you go.
Done.
Real quick, before I turn it loose, the only other thing I had was the Hammond Hi-Fi, and I just wanted everyone to know that Hammond Hi-Fi is not open today. They'll let us know when they're able to accept customers inside.
Okay, thanks so much. As many of you know, the board of directors does a lot to make this a special club. We have a monthly meeting, and so the board would like to honor our good friend John for today's his birthday. I heard from a person not on the air, so on behalf of the board and saying some good things about John, let us, if I can get over to the screen and see if I can get, oops, this is a challenging one today with this. Let's get everybody's mics open and we could do a little singing. So on, let's get everybody's mics open. How are we gonna do this? Okay, so just everybody, you can open your mic and we'll get the screen share back on and maybe we can sing our friend John some happy birthday. 3, 2, 1.
Happy birthday
Day to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh my God.
Happy
Horrible.
birthday, John.
Come, Barley.
Happy birthday to you.
And
Yeah,
many
my
more.
hound dog here.
And many more.
Happy birthday, John. Thank you for all you do.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you, everybody. Wow, I'm overwhelmed.
K5HK here.
Very nice. Thank you, everybody. Anything
Comment,
else?
please.
Yeah, K5HK. Don't announce. Going on
Comment,
right?
please.
Yeah.
Who's
This
asking
is
for the comment?
K5HK. I don't believe you've covered it, but there's a North American CW contest going on right now. Started at 1800 on the first, and well, maybe it hadn't started yet. But it goes to 0559 Zulu on the second tonight. Good way to pick up missing states on different bands. It's a North American operation, so any of you CW guys, go for it.
Okay, thanks. Did somebody else have a comment or was that it, Bill?
Comment. AE70X.
Yeah, go ahead. You're
Oh,
on.
back on membership types. I raised my hand, but nobody saw it. We have half a dozen, maybe more, members who are actually out of state and out of this area. And some of them join as full members and some of them join as, associate members. And it's not a big deal. Associate membership is fine. It means you support the club, but you're not around all the time to help out. That's it. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Yeah. Anything else? Anybody? Okay, let me close up the well, let me end the recording. Thank you. This completes the business portion of the meeting. And we'll stop the recording.